Master, thank you for accepting our invitation to have this conference with us.
Even we don't see each other, we can hear each other and feel the love, between us. Rest assured that the planet will stay much longer. Continue praying for peace. They will find that Mr. Kim Jong-un is not that difficult to talk to. I rediscover more and more, all the time, the more I meditate. The animals, they have more positive qualities. But the human has the advantage is that we can develop it. Mostly they appear like ordinary persons or ordinary animals, so that you have no suspicion. Every part of the master body is for sacrifice. Every part has an invaluable price to uplift the planet. Anything for peace is worthy to pay, and then it will be done. Every peaceful plan will be done.
Master, is it better to cook for ourselves or let others cook for us?
Now we go down to earth. Very nice. Practical living. It's better to cook for yourself.
How come, Master?
Because in case you burn your rice, you cannot blame anybody else.
Master, that's so funny. Master, what are the benefits of having a high percentage of prana? For example, can the person live longer than normal?
No, it has nothing to do with that. You live longer or shorter, it depends on, also, it probably helps, but it also depends on your physical care of your own body. Like, if you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't eat meat, you could live longer, more or less 15 years longer. See what I mean?
Yes, Master.
And healthier, as well it is. But if your destiny, some people come here just to live for how long only. It's just that if you take care of your body, then you live more comfortably, and of course longer, if that's what you want. But some soul do not want to live too long in this world even. I remember a long time ago, there was a Buddhist nun in Taiwan. She doesn't eat anything for many decades. She meditates, and she drinks only water after it's been blessed by the special incantation of Buddhist, I say, secret formula. But she lives only like 60-something years. And some people who've been eat meat, drink wine, all that all their life, but they live longer, Okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, my love.
Master, apart from noble quality, loving quality, and others, you have recently said that saintly quality and goodness quality are important.
Yes.
Master, are there any other qualities besides these?
Yes, there are some other, like positive quality or negative quality. You want to know that?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Well, I have something in my diary. Maybe I can tell you.
Yes, please, Master.
It's important also, very important. For example, most people who want to make war have very minimal or zero of positive quality. And consequently as well, very little goodness quality or saintly quality or noble quality, etc. They're mostly absent or very minimal in them. And the people who have very little positive quality in them, we call it PQ, are very unpredictable. They're not very kind and ready to pick a fight anytime or threaten people for any reason or no reason,
Understand, Master.
Okay. But the animals, they do have more positive quality than average human,
Wow. I was wondering, what can we do to develop all those qualities?
Yeah, continue meditation, being good and kind, virtuous. Yeah.
And on the other side, what should we avoid? What can make those qualities diminish?
Don't become a master. Don't give initiation. Don't give lecture. Don't give telephone conference. Don't talk in the public. Don't tell other people to do good. Then you don't lose anything.
I see.
Every time I give initiation through the representative don't lose anything. But I lose a lot. I lose positive quality, and I lose spiritual merit points.
Wow, Master. How much, Master? How much do you lose?
14% positive quality, and let me look again, and maybe 16% spiritual merit points.
Wow, that's a lot, Master.
A lot, I know. It depends on the size, yeah, more or less like that, yeah. And even when I talk to you like this, I lose at least 7% of positive quality and more or less similar in spiritual merit points, because it will be published. Many people will know, and now and next generation, for example, and then their karma will influence, because their karma I will have to take.
Wow. Thank you so much, Master, for your sacrifice and your generosity.
It's okay. It's okay. Because most people, they don't have enough, they don't have much of positive quality. That's why our world is not so peaceful and not as kind as we want it to be. But the animals, they have more positive quality. But the human has an advantage, is that we can change. You see, we can develop it. We can make it better. We can meditate, we can do good things, and then this positive quality, just like spiritual merit point, will increase, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And I'm disappointed to see even some of the holy personages. A lot of people venerate, don't have too much NQ, PQ, and SQ, and GQ, etc., okay?
Okay.
Disappointed. But of course I don't want to read it out loud here. I have it for myself only, just to compare, yeah?
Understand,
just
Master.
like the research. And some leaders in the world, many don't have enough positive quality, or GQ, or SQ, or NQ. And that's why our world are not as peaceful as we would like it to be. Except by the grace of heaven, if we rely on many of the world leaders, we will never have peace. Okay? Yes. What you want to ask me?
What would be your recommendation, Master, now for us to better our society and ourselves?
You meditate, you do good, and then it will improve all the time. You meditate on the Kuan Yin method, the light and sound method. Your positive quality will improve, will increase, as well as your spiritual merit point and your saintly quality and your goodness quality, etc.
Yes, Master. Thank you so much. Master, we'd like to know how much the animals have. How much positive qualities do they have?
Okay. For example, the whales, the normal whales, not the killer whales, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. They have 30% positive and 2% saintly quality, 40% goodness.
Wow.
And yes. And then the horse have 28% positive, 0% negative. The negative quality, I call it EQ, okay? E for negative. Because if we call it N, then it's like noble quality. P is for positive, E is for negative, okay? And the horse have 30% SQ, 35% GQ. And the cows have 38% PQ, 0% EQ, 40% SQ, 50% GQ. Elephant, 39 PQ, 0% EQ, 38% SQ, 47% GQ. Pig have 33% PQ, 0% EQ, 42% SQ, 50% GQ. Geese have 27% PQ, 0% EQ, 32 SQ, 47 GQ. Rabbit, 25% PQ. I just say 25, okay? No need percent. You understand already,
Yes,
right?
Master.
Yeah. And 0 EQ, 40 SQ, 46 GQ. Pigeon, the bird.
Yes,
pigeon?
Master. Yeah.
26 PQ, 0 EQ, 47 SQ, 47 GQ. But the seagull, for example, 18 PQ, 0,1 EQ, 9 SQ, 6 GQ. Even tiger have 1,5 PQ, but 6% EQ. See?
I see.
More negative power than positive. That's why they're so vicious. 0% SQ, 2% GQ. Lion, 1,2 PQ, 8% EQ, negative, yeah? 0% SQ, 1% GQ. That's why they can love their children, at least.
Oh.
GQ is a good quality. Okay. Duck, the duck, quack, quack, has 12% PQ, 0% EQ, 3% SQ, 5% GQ. I just say generally, I pick up at random. I don't try to pick up only the one with a lot of PQ and SQ, okay?
Yes, Master.
Just to compare, just to know the creation more or less here and there. And the chicken have 11 PQ, 0,05 EQ, 2% SQ, 2 GQ. A frog, you see, I pick up from all different species. Frog have 9 PQ, 0,05 EQ, 00 SQ, 00 GQ. Macaws is like a parrot bird, big, yeah?
Yes, Master.
These are general. Of course, there are some smaller, some bigger. General is 19 PQ, 0,06 EQ, 2% SQ, 2 GQ. Turtle have 28 PQ, 0 EQ, 17 SQ, 6 GQ. Bee, a little bee has 2 PQ, 0,001 EQ, 0 SQ, 0 GQ. Cobra, the snake, at 2% PQ, 0,07 EQ, 0% SQ, 0% GQ. Kangaroo, Australian kangaroo, 16% PQ, 0,01 EQ, 2 SQ, 1 GQ. Dogs, generally, some bigger, some smaller. Generally, 37 PQ, 0,001 EQ, 12 SQ, 20 GQ. Wolf, the wolf, 32 PQ, even the wild wolf, 0,03 EQ, 10 SQ, 18 GQ. Wow. Average human from 3% to 40% PQ.
Wow.
And from 10% to 30% EQ.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot, huh? Very little positive, huh? Okay. And for saintly quality, they have from 0% to 20% SQ. And for GQ, goodness quality, they have from 0% to 20% GQ.
Well, Master, most of the animals have no EQ, but the humans have a lot.
Yeah, the animal has some EQ, but very little. Even the vicious one, like lion, tiger, they don't attack human, or they don't attack at random. They just attack the weak and the sick one, so that to keep the creation of animals, only the strong one continue to pass down the DNA to survive. That's their job. But they don't attack at random, just killing people because of anger or because of anything. They do it for self-defense, maybe when they need. Mostly they avoid humans. And they just kill to eat. Kill the weak and the sick, the old and the weak, to keep the population strong. In nature, it's like that. Yeah. Many of the saintly or holy personages have the maximum here I saw is 39% PQ and 0% NQ. Some holy one, very revered by millions, still have some EQ.
Wow.
But more than the average person PQ already, like 48, 56, 45, 48, 49%. yeah, and some little EQ. And for saintly quality, even them, the Holy One and the saintly, so-called saintly Holy One, revered by millions in the world, have 30% SQ, 28% GQ, and NQ 33%, or 29%, or 36%, 36, 38, 48 maximum, this saintly quality, and 37 maximum GQ. And NQ is maximum here 48%.
Wow.
And the other are just like 28, 26, 29, 33, 33, 36, 22, 38. Okay?
Yes, Master.
But there are some more. There are some among the saints, not too famous, but they have 59% positive power and very little EQ. And have also a little bit more same equality, like 39%, 48%, 47% goodness and noble quality, 40, for example, 48, 50. Yeah, okay? More or less.
Yes, Master.
That's a max, yeah?
Is it possible to know also how much positive quality do you have, Master?
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I keep losing it all the time, so I don't have much now, only 302%. Negative 0.
That's a lot, Master.
Yeah. And I keep losing every time because the contact with people and initiation and lecture and things like that. So I have only 302% and then 982 SQ.
Wow.
NQ only 3,943.
Oh, that's a lot, Master.
And GQ 1,465. If I keep not losing, I probably have a little bit more.
Understand, Master.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all those with us, Master.
You're welcome. Oh, many world leaders have so low SQ, GQ, NQ, LQ, so low. So scary. Yeah, they better go more inward and pray to God and meditate more on God and on goodness. Otherwise, they won't belong to the human race even after they die. Will not be incarnate as human again.
Wow.
To be human is very precious already, very rare already. Okay, what else you want to know?
Yes, Master. What will happen to those leaders if they don't meditate and pray?
They're too low in quality. They have to be eliminated or screened out or polished. Like go into some hospital. People, when they're sick, they have cancer, they have to remove it. They go to the hospital. And that hospital in the lower world, we call it hell. They have to go there and to purify it and to eliminate all those bad qualities and then recycle again and become human again maybe, and to improve, and then maybe they get better. Maybe not. If they don't change, maybe not. So to be leader in the world, we have to be really careful. Otherwise, the more power you have, the more you are tempted to act not in your interest or the interest of other people. It's just in the interest of win and lose and gain and fame. And, you know what I mean?
Yes, Master.
Act in accordance with the trend of the political wind and things like that. And it's very harmful to a leader. No time to improve self-consciousness. Just a lot of time to spend debating or fighting and warring and making many not correct decisions. It's very harmful to be a leader if you're not really strong enough spiritually and not enough time to pray or to meditate. It's very, very harmful. I feel very sorry for many leaders in the world because in their position it's easy to err than in ordinary citizen position. And if they make bad mistakes or some wrongdoing, then not only they are badly affected now or after life, but also the family, the next generation as well.
Wow, that's really scary for...
Yes, very, very scary. Hells are full of leaders of different kinds. Yes, very scary.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. Yes.
Master, before you had told us how heaven would tell you the exact time and date to take some sort of action to avoid trouble. And could you tell us more about how this process works?
Yes. How? It's just like somebody tell you, get out now, the house burning. It's very simple and straightforward.
Is it more just a thought flashes in your head, or?
It's almost like intuition, or you just know it. You just know it, like if you smell the smoke, yeah, from a burning oven, you smell it, okay?
Yes, Master.
And or if you hear somebody yelling or talking bad at you, it's just like that, yeah? It's just reaction, intuitive reaction. But sometimes I don't even hear this. I don't even smell it, because sometimes I also do it, natural reaction, and also sometimes I'm too busy worrying about other things in the world and with disciples or with dogs and with assistants, and I also sleep, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Now and then, yes, okay?
But the warning will usually come like 30 minutes before, or is it just usually
No.
right about the time?
No, not always 30 minutes before. Sometimes days before, sometimes weeks before, sometimes minutes before, sometimes seconds before, sometimes now.
I see.
Yeah.
But sometimes Master is so busy you just
Yes.
have to not pay attention to the signs.
Yes, maybe sometimes warning before, but I didn't hear it before, the day before, because I'm busy. Or I'm in a higher world. I don't hear things of this world or of the little less high dimension angels or something like that, The protection angels, they are not on a higher dimension. So if I don't hear it, then things will happen in my physical world, yeah? In my physical body. But it's okay. What to do?
Does heaven designate the protection angels to do that specific job of warning Master? Or are there various
yes.
beings that do that job?
Yes. All kind of God and goddesses as well. Sometimes they also come to congratulate me, not just protection or warning or scaring me off.
Yes, Master has told stories before. Some beings, some gods have just come to visit you just to see you on the level, physically.
Yeah, they do.
Master, you've mentioned sometimes that there are either trees or manifested beings who help or tell you information. And how about those type of beings? How does the information come to you? Is it similar as to how the protection angel gives you information?
Yes, you just will know it, like you smell the smoke from a burning oven, yeah? You just know it.
And those beings which are maybe on the earth level, like the tree spirit, do they also give you the message well in advance, if they can?
Yes, it depends. But sometimes if I'm so high, they can't reach me. And when I come back to Earth, it's too late. Yeah. What to do, I tell you. Yeah.
Master, when these manifested beings appear, how are you able to recognize that they're gods or goddesses?
If I notice something unusual, then I look through their soul. Otherwise, they camouflage. You don't see it. If you don't notice, you don't look well, you don't know. They're just like everyone else. Have you ever seen a pigeon with shocking pink color?
Shocking, no.
No, okay. Have you ever seen a pigeon with like a glowing green color?
No, never, Master.
No. Have you ever seen a pigeon with like glowing electric bulb kind of blue color, for example, or
No.
yellow color?
No,
Yes?
no.
Brighter than the macaws? Blue? No, okay.
No.
These sometimes, like recently, the 4-level God, they come just to congratulate me, to tell me, oh, you will discover new things, new ways to help the world. They manifest themselves in a whole group of pigeons with this rainbow color. It is really, amazing. It's not only I see it. I have witnessed. I have 2 attendants at this time.
Wow.
And I was just, we were just so amazed. I never saw this. I even wrote it in my diary, like, today they came. And we have never seen such pigeon in my whole life anywhere else on earth. So beautiful, my God. So bright and so beautiful. And they just come and make a lot of happy noise on the trees next to me. And I didn't I didn't even see where they come from. Suddenly they were there, and then afterwards, suddenly they were gone. Anyway, there were 2 attendants at that time, and I say, have you seen such pigeon before? They said, no, never in our life. We are just standing there and looking. And of course, I go inside and bring something for them to eat, yeah? I forgot to bring water, but never mind. Later, I apologize, but then they're gone already. I was just making some tea and some cakes to treat the 2 attendants at that time, because I was just having somebody help us to do things, and then I make cakes for them. And then the workers, sometimes the laborers, I treated them with my own personal bake cakes. And then some leftover, I make some tea and invite the 2 assistants. And we were just there, and then they just come like that from nowhere. So bright, so brilliant colors. Red, like scarlet red, and shocking pink, but not hurting, not ugly. Shocking, but so beautiful, glowing. And blue and green. First I thought it was macaws, but I even haven't seen any macaws with such a pink color, a red color like that. And blue color and green color and yellow color. Pigeon with yellow color. I mean bright yellow color, like rainbow, a ray of rainbow color.
Wow, whole rainbow.
Yeah, and then I looked, and then my assistant asked me, but we have never seen them. And I said, oh no, they're from the 4th level. They're not the normal pigeon, that's why. And then suddenly they just disappear. Also, nobody saw them, how they gone. But they went down and eat the food I gave. And then they disappeared just like that.
Wow.
We didn't see them gone. We didn't see them come, didn't see them gone. Oh, that makes me happy for many days, I tell you the truth. For example.
Master, is it usually that obvious, that they make it that obvious to you?
It was such an obvious time like that. Mostly they appear less obvious, less colorful like that, or just in human form, like a normal person, acting stupid and all that. To fool you. But that was really extraordinary vision. Oh my God, a whole group, dozens of them, and making happy noise, singing, jumping around, and showing off, and flying, circling around me, circling around on top many times. Yeah. When I come out, they fly up to me and circling around, showing off their color.
That's beautiful, Master. Very beautiful.
Oh, that was really beautiful, I'm telling you. Purple and pink and red and yellow, blue, and nothing gray, nothing like pigeon at all. And they even grew like pigeon. But they're not pigeons. Oh, I wish I had camera, but maybe if they had camera, maybe could not even photograph them. Maybe it doesn't appear.
Oh.
We were just astounded, just standing there and don't even think of anything. All 3 of us just standing there watching because they're so beautiful, so mesmerizing, so mesmerizing.
Wow.
So beautiful, yeah. Of course, I've seen some of similar things in my vision, but these are really physical, physical manifestation of heaven. Oh, so beautiful. I'm still happy now when I talk to you about it. Oh,
we wish we could have seen it too, Master.
Yeah, you would have been so happy for days. I have 2 witnesses, not just me. So.
Oh, we believe you, Master. We believe you.
Yeah. And then I asked them, have you seen them gone? They said, no, we didn't see it either. We haven't seen how they gone.
Master, when higher level beings appear on Earth to help, how does it work? Do they need to appear in a way that makes sense to other people and the surroundings, or do they just materialize out of thin air and then just disappear?
No, mostly they appear like ordinary persons or ordinary animals, so that you have no suspicion, okay?
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, people will run away. Suddenly see a person appearing to you, or they faint, or they collapse, or they run away, or they call in ghosts, or evil, whatever, or maybe shoot them. You never know.
Yes.
Humans, yeah, scared of everything unknown. So they appear just like ordinary people, sit next to you. Maybe you tell them their problem, or they suddenly tell you some answer to your problem, and you don't even know. And then after the next bus stop, they just go out and walk away.
Oh, wow.
Or in the supermarket, they just walk away, and then you think, oh, yeah, that's a good idea, And then you didn't even know they are angels or gods and goddesses to help you.
And so do they materialize right then and there, or do they maybe materialize a little somewhere where no one can see them and then come and visit the person they're visiting?
Mostly they're hidden when they materialize, and then they just walk out in the daylight. And it's very easy to materialize in hidden place, in the toilet, behind the walls, in the bush, anywhere.
Wow. Yeah. They select somewhere secret.
Yeah, or when you turn your back away and they just do it behind you, walking towards you then. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or at the curb, at the corner, yeah.
Master, a related question is, how are these gods able to appear so much like us humans? Do they borrow the appearance and identity of an existing person, or do they invent their own appearance?
They can do both of that. It depends on the situation, yeah? Or they can manifest as animals to lead you when you are lost, or comfort you and giving you bright ideas through telepathy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
They don't even need to talk to you as a human. They can manifest as birds or crickets or even a fly, or butterfly, just, like landing on you or sit next to you, and then you suddenly have some idea about your problem.
Oh, wow.
Or give you blessings so that you feel more encouraged, more healthy, or you recover from sickness, anything.
And they can come from any level?
Yeah, there are thousands of them every day in our lives on Earth to help people. We just don't know and not grateful to them, but without them we'll be in more mess.
Oh, yes, Master. Yes, Master. Master, if there are higher beings manifesting on Earth, as you've told us, are there also, unfortunately, lower beings manifesting to join the Maya on Earth?
Of course. What do you think?
Do they use a similar process to appear and disappear, as you were telling us about the higher beings?
Yes, they do, more or less. And that's why sometimes people do bad things without realizing why, and then they wake up later on they suddenly feel like, what have I done? You know what I mean?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And sometimes they just making trouble between couples, between family members, between friends, out of nothing. And then suddenly bad things happen. And then the person very much regret afterwards and didn't even know why he or she has done that. It's not his own usual thing to do.
And then the way they aid the Maya is basically just causing trouble. Is that their main purpose?
Yes, of course. Yes, that's their main purpose.
I see.
To counter the positive force, to counter the angels and the saints and the sages and the good gods and goddesses who do good.
I see. And these lower level beings that materialize, are they the very same ones that come and cause obstacles for you when you need to work?
Yes, sometimes like that. Sometimes they make trouble also.
I see.
Even as the gods and goddesses can manifest in the colorful rainbow glorious pigeons, the negative power can manifest into bad things like rats and running around all day all night on the attic, on the ceiling to disturb my meditation.
Oh, wow.
Or flies, thousands of them suddenly from nowhere. All the window and door are closed. Even if you open the door for a few minutes, it cannot be thousands of flies just coming like that when they have never come in that place for years.
Right.
Never happened before. Or bees, you know what I mean?
Yes, Master.
Lots of money or lots of things. Lots of money and lots of things are not a very big thing. That is okay. But sometimes because it's causing damage to the property, then have to repair, and then have to waste a lot of time and have to bear the energy of the workers, inconvenient in many ways. Understand?
Yes, Master.
And expose of privacy or security compromise and anonymity, all that stuff. Yeah? It's not just about money or time, even.
Yes, Master. Understood. Thank you very much, Master.
You're welcome.
Master,
Yes.
during the retreat a year ago, you talked about some of the dangers that you were in. And it reminded me of this movie called Passion of Christ. And this film, it gives a different perspective into the life of Jesus.
Oh,
And
really?
yes,
I
and
didn't see that film. Is it good?
Yes, Master. It shows a lot of the suffering that this Master had to undergo for his disciples.
Yeah.
So, Master, could you share with us about what modern day masters today have to go through to uplift humanity?
Oh, well, nothing that I cannot handle. It's just why you want to know the suffering things are only for the master, no?
Well, it's kind of like how children, if they know what their parents go through, they can appreciate it a little more.
I don't know. Is it necessary for you to know, really?
We would like to know, Master.
It's nothing pleasant.
But, Master, do modern day masters go through the similar things like Jesus Christ did?
Yes, just these days they're not allowed to kill master. But there are other things to suffer. There's no need to bear the cross. There's a mental cross, emotional cross, physical cross, psychological cross, and psychic cross, all kind of cross that any true master must bear.
Master, we know that you're so compassionate that you take on the bad karma of disciples, but never let them know how much you suffer for it. And what you've done for us is so great, and we're forever indebted to that. And it's good to be reminded that our freedom came at such a great price so that we won't take it for granted and we can always treasure and value it. So, Master, may we please know more about what happens to you when you take on disciples' karma and the world's karma?
Well, sometimes it depends on how big the karma of that group or that person at the time of initiation. It doesn't always happen immediately at the time of initiation. It happens sometimes afterward or sometimes before to clear the path. And it's not just that. It's also suffering because the disciples do not keep to the principle of purity and, like the 5 precepts they don't keep. And when they eat the fruit, they're careless. They don't choose the vegan or vegetarian at least. And they create more karma, like they already know, but they still do it. This is the worst thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it could range something from splitting headache, rolling on the floor with pain, stomach ache, bleeding from inside, coughing, to serious illness, even rare disease that you never heard of, like tuberculosis, or cancer,
Oh no, Master.
or operation that are 99% unsafe, that you have only 1% maybe to survive,
Master.
and that you have to run because some bad people want to eliminate you because you offend them. You tell the truth, like if you tell people don't take drugs, then the drug lord, they won't like you. If you tell people don't eat meat, then the meat industry don't like you. All kind of things, alcohol, all kind of things that is the truth. But the truth always offend the ear. That's what we say in Vietnam. Trung ngôn nghịch nhĩ, lời ngay thì trái lỗ tai đó. The truth hurts the ears. Yes, and sometimes they hurt the ears and they come to want to hurt you, for example. Or some religious fanatic people, they also don't like what you say because they don't know anything more than what they think they know. For example, like that.
Some of the tragic tolls of addictive drug abuse.
Over 200,000 deaths each year, costs of $181 billion each year in the United States, $33 billion in the UK. Lifetime cost of current drug addiction amounts to $575 billion in the UK. Over 100 British children each week call a hotline to express concern about their parents' drug and alcohol use.
Harmful effects: brain damage with mental and emotional losses, stroke, heart disease and irreversible damage, liver disease, tuberculosis, emphysema, cancer, depression, suicide, permanent memory loss, mental illness, higher infant mortality, increased crime and violence, impotence.
Crime and violence. Illegal drugs are a factor in 50% of burglaries in the United Kingdom each year. In the US, 60% of people arrested each year have been taking illegal drugs. 650 heroin addicts in the US committed 70,000 crimes in a 3-month period.
Social costs. U.S. businesses lose $100 billion per year due to employees' drug and alcohol abuse. Australians pay $53 billion per year for healthcare, law enforcement, and lost productivity of drug users.
Environmental costs. Every gram of cocaine produced destroys 4.4 square meters of rainforest, with 300,000 hectares of rainforest lost each year to cocaine production.
Death. 52 people die each day due to drugs in the U.S. In Canada, substance abuse is attributed to 21% of total deaths and 23% of potential life years lost due to early mortalities.
Plus more.
Subsidize and convert the drug industry into vegetable organic farming.
For help quitting, please visit For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Drug begins with ignorance and frustration of the young people of our age. Because many of the organizations sometimes have failed in satisfying their spiritual need for the higher meaning of life, more than just material. Because material today we don't lack. Therefore they are charmed, they are seduced into taking drugs, because in taking drugs sometimes they can have hallucination and feel comforted for a very short time. But little did they realize the very grave consequence after that. Therefore meditation is the best way to relieve all this suffering of the people when they want to know God, they want to know happiness inside. Because our happiness through meditation, through the light and the music of heaven, is everlasting and is always improved and always more and more happiness and never have any consequence like the drug. If we can propagate more the meditational benefit, then the drug effect on people will be less, and they will understand where to turn to for a longer lasting happiness.
Some of the diseases related to meat consumption and/or production.
Fatal prion diseases transmissible through air or milk. Rabies, anthrax, sleeping sickness, Q fever, norovirus, swine flu, Ebola reston virus.
Cured meats and fish increase leukemia risk in children.
Antibiotic-resistant superbug infections and other dangerous bacteria strains.
Blue tongue disease, E. coli, Salmonella.
Bird flu, mad cow disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, 90% of the population at risk.
Pig's disease or PMWS, listeriosis, shellfish poisoning, preeclampsia, Campylobacter, Clostridium difficile.
Diseases hidden in healthy appearing livestock.
Food poisoning, heart attack, kidney failure from toxic additives like melamine and clenbuterol.
Some of the costs of meat eating.
Infertility. Eating just one serving of meat per day increases the risk of women's infertility by 32%, with additional meat consumption increasing the risk.
Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year.
Cancer.
Increased childhood cancers and adult reproductive cancers from hormones in meat.
Colon rectal cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year. More than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year.
Diabetes.
347 million people are affected worldwide.
An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment in just the United States. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese.
Environmental. Use up to 70% of clean water. Pollute most of the water bodies. Deforest the lungs of the earth. Uses up to 43% of the world's cereal. Uses up to 85% of the world's soy. Cause world hunger and wars. 80% cause of global warming. Plus more.
Some of the costs of milk consumption: cowpox from milking cows, bacterial microbes, pesticides, and enzymes found in cheese derived from the inner stomach linings of other animals. Up to 80% of the calories in cheese are from pure fat.
Breast, prostate, and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Listeria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat lead to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis, classified as a major allergen, lactose intolerance, plus more.
For help quitting, please visit For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of alcohol. 2.5 million alcohol-related deaths per year worldwide.
1 in 6 deaths on the road in the UK are caused by drunk driving.
In Australia alone, 70% of adults are negatively impacted by another's drinking, with 43% affected by physical or verbal abuse. Over 100 British children each week call a hotline to express concern about their parents' alcohol and drug use. Costs of alcohol-related illnesses: $186.4 billion in the United States, £2.41 million for prescription medications each year in England, UK, with overall health costs in the billions, $210 to $665 billion globally. Disease. Higher amounts of alcohol increase the cancer risk. Even half a glass of wine daily increases the risk of mouth or throat cancer by 168%. Cancer of the liver, breast, colon, esophagus, rectum, linked to 20% of breast cancer cases.
Liver disease, cardiovascular disease, metal toxicity, sleep pattern disturbance including frequent awakening and reduced rest, brain damage, amnesia and dementia, brain shrinkage, organ failure, heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, pancreas, eyes.
Birth defects. Children afflicted by anxiety and depression, mental retardation, fetal alcohol syndrome, stunted growth, facial deformity, sudden infant death syndrome, miscarriage.
Alcohol-related violence, child abuse, 50% of cases, violence toward loved ones, 30% of cases, violent acts, 40 to 80% of cases, suicides, 20 to 50% of cases, plus more.
For help quitting, please visit For more urgent information, please visit suprememastertv.com/killers.
I don't know about other masters, but in my life I've gone through more than just that, and
Whoa, Master.
it's okay. I'm still alive. I'm happy, but and whenever things are done and I'm still alive, then it's okay. It's just suffering at that time. Any kind of suffering, any kind, just for no reason at all. Except for a different kind, from the head to the toe. There's nowhere you can avoid pain or suffering of different kinds of psychological and emotional, mental, and all kind of things. And some people even curse you, with magic, all kind of stuff. It's not that I myself really care about this life too much. Sometimes I wish I could just go back to heaven. Just that I still want to do work. Yeah, I still have work to do. I want to do work. I prefer not to have to come back again another time, to start anew again, and the problem will be too deep to repair. Yeah.
Oh, you bear so much, Master, and you're so courageous to accept all that.
I just run. I just get better by different means, and then I just run from danger.
Oh, still, Master, I can't imagine going through what you go through. Master, could we know what happened to you when you negotiated to save the planet and what price you had to pay for that?
Physical price.
What kind of physical price, Master?
Cut up the whole body, almost.
Master.
Yeah, I'm okay now. I look anew. You don't see anything.
It's not visible, but...
No, it is visible, but some places are visible. Every part of a master, a true master, has a invaluable price for special things, okay, to uplift the planet, to uplift the people consciousness. So if she hurt on the eyes or he is operated on the stomach, there are special purposes, yeah? Every part of a true master has the valuable power to help people, the souls of people to be uplifted and enlightened, and to help the planet to be more kind. If people consciousness go up, then the world will be more kind, more peaceful. Every part of the master body is for sacrifice.
Wow.
Even if she or he not sick, things will happen. Something somehow that she or he will be cut up, be operated or accident or something will happen so that one part or another or the whole body will get injured or get sick or get ill or get cut up or get bleeding, something, so that somebody will get help. You know, a part of humankind will get help. And then one part help and that part help. So every part of the master body is very valuable for that purpose.
Oh my God, Master, that sounds so painful. We didn't know.
At that time, yes, whenever it's too serious, then it's very painful. But mostly it's just like, okay, you have stomach pain, you have headache, you have bleeding nose, bleeding from inside and then come out, or you have loose stomach, or all kind of stuff, or you have pain, or you fall down, or you silly things from nothing.
Master, are you okay now, or do you have to continue to suffer like that?
Well, okay today and never know tomorrow.
Oh, Master.
It's okay. It's a price to pay. Do you think that in this world you just have everything for nothing? If the children do bad things, the parents have to pay, no? At least some part, no? At least suffer something.
So there's no other way for you to suffer a little less?
Maybe, yeah. I'll find out. I will negotiate. When I'm stronger and everything's better, possible. But no master has done that before. It's possible. I will look into it.
Master,
okay?
Yes, if it's possible, we will pray for it also.
Thank you. I'll pray for yourself and save yourself. Okay? It's the best.
Yes, Master.
I'm a big girl. I take care of myself.
Yes, Master.
It's my fault that I accept this job. Nobody forced me into it. It's not just about running away from danger. It's just sometimes because of running, have to cancel this and cancel that, and sometimes cannot even talk to you on time or not equipped, like now you can't see me right now to talk to the phone, if the phone is still working. I have many phones which was anonymous, but then when I asked them to pay from their country, because I have to run from another country, then they pay with their name and, through the company, Lovinghood, whatever, then I can't use it anymore. So many phones are useless. Oh. I have like dozens of phones laying around doing nothing. With SIMs I can't use. And this is the one I can use. I don't know how long, okay?
Oh, yes, Master.
Already exposed, but I hope it's still safe. I have no choice. This is the thing, and sometimes during the lecture or during the conference, you can see the maybe you see that the camera blackout and all that is because I probably collapsed or something, or some pain too much and don't want the public to see. That is the inconvenience of the suffering. Otherwise, if we suffer mostly behind the door, it's not too bad.
Yes, Master. No one ever knew about this, and you can't tell because when you weren't collapsed, you were trying so hard to have the conference for the people.
Not just that, many other things. Never mind. Never mind. And if I go to hospital, that's also terrible because I have to protect my identity as well. And then because of that, sometimes I have to have different name and I can't produce a passport. And they doubted me, they suspicious, and they keep yelling at me every day while I'm under operation and could not move and could not run anywhere because I'm stuck there. And things like that are very inconvenient indeed. Otherwise, it's not the pain. It will go away. No matter how long and how hard, it will go away after a while. Nowadays, we even have modern medicine. It's not too bad. Just very inconvenient many times. Very inconvenient. Or you have to run and sick at the same time and have to protect yourself because you have no police, nothing. Sometimes I cannot even show myself to the police, because to protect my identity so that I can work quietly and meditate quietly. That is the thing. And so sometimes even people come and try to burn my place down, and some of my assistants call the police and they don't do anything. They say, one of the assistants told me later, I told the police the person who caused the fire is still in the garden there you can see them. And the police say, we are afraid to go in. It's dangerous for us, that's what it is. For example, So all I have to do is just protect myself. I cannot rely on anyone, really.
Yes, Master, please be safe and...
Yeah, I try. I try all the time. That's why I'm still here.
Yes, Master.
I try as much as I can, whenever I can.
Thank you, Master.
So that's why sometimes I have to run around and don't have enough assistance or equipment. Okay? That's why we have to do it today by telephone, for example.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Not the first time, is it? Huh?
Yes, Master.
Okay, what else? So you see, that's why I don't want to tell you all this. It's nothing pleasant for you. And you can't do anything about it. And it just makes you feel bad. Sad, maybe. A little sad, no?
Yes, Master. Very sad to learn of all this, of all the danger and suffering you go through for us and the world. It's shocking, but you make it seem so easy.
Yes, very much.
Yes, true.
It's... You make it easy for us, and we have no idea that you pay this price for us to have a peaceful life and free of suffering. And so I think we should know.
Oh, I do what I can. Because sometimes cannot do it because if I run around, we cannot always find a place to do conference on time. Like before. With you, it's okay. We can cancel maybe, but with sometime before, we do international conference.
Yes.
Sometimes it's very difficult on the run, on the go, to find a hotel or a place that you can have all the internet equipment set up. Yeah.
Yes, Master.
And time is running, like urgent, and we don't have enough time, or it was really inconvenient. But why you want to know all this? Do you want to scare other future master or something? The master will never be scared, okay? Just have to do it. Just have to do it.
Thank you, Master. Without you, I don't know where we'd be. And it's also good to know that even eating impure things could also affect you and our spiritual practice a lot.
Yes, if it's little, you can bear, but if repeatedly and too much, and sometimes I just have to take a little bit for you, no?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Master.
Otherwise you die or you have two bad accidents or something, and then your family will be sad, nobody take care of them, for example, or your children. Yeah, you see?
Yes, Master.
It's It's like a chain work, yeah? It's not just you, a person. That's why we all have to be very careful about what we do, what we eat, what we think, what we wish for. We have to always wish for noble things, just to know God, to be near God, to be one with God, and everything else will just smooth out. Try not to always ask for material things like, my daughter needs to get married, and I need more money, I need a new flashy car, or whatever, a little boy on my neck, whatever, Try not to. Everything will come smoothly, go smoothly, if we are one with God, yeah?
Yes, Master. Thank you. That's precious advice. Thank you, Master.
What else do you want to know?
Master, so some people believe that animals don't have souls, but people who have been to heavenly realms have seen animals there. And one animal telepathic communicator, she read the thoughts of this one little dog that was in a high-kill animal pound. And this dog said, "If I die today, I have enough love in my heart to get to heaven."
Mm-hmm.
So do animals, like humans, need to have enough merits to attain a certain level in heaven, Master?
Yes, they do. They do.
Oh.
But most of them, dogs or loving animals, they already have so much love in their heart. LQ, NQ, PQ, a lot. So they just go straight to heaven.
Oh, yes, Master. Wow. But according to scriptures, beings go through a long process of evolution, from being minerals to plants to animals to humans.
Yes.
So I was wondering, with Master's presence on this planet, are there certain animal species that can now skip the evolution process of becoming human and go straight to heaven, like forever?
Even stones and trees can go straight to heaven if they have merit or grace.
Oh, like if Master touches the stone or tree?
No, it's not for that purpose.
Oh.
If they long to be in heaven and with the sincere and with the grace of any great master, they could also jump the evolution ladder. Yeah, like tree can become human next life.
Wow.
Or even those liberated if they don't want to become human. It depends on what tree and what the spirit of that tree or that stone, for example, okay?
Oh, okay.
Stone is very slow, of course. Yeah. And animals, they have already been evolved. And if loving and kind animals know that they came from heaven already, come from lower heaven, and when they die, they go straight there and they go higher.
Oh, they go higher, Master?
Yeah, higher than where they came from. For example, if they came from second level and they've been loving and kind to humans here and helping, then they go straight to the third or the fourth. Oh, my dogs are fourth or fifth. And my dogs who die, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful, Master.
And birds also,
Yes, Master.
Remember, last time there was one psychic animal communicator who talked to one of my birds, which she likes very much, the bird called Free Joy, colorful one. Yes.
Oh, yes, Master.
And he kept telling her that this is really heaven here. I'm really happy it's heaven here, but she doesn't understand. That is really, he is in heaven. It's not like he talked about my house. He's already gone long time ago from my house, from the physical plane. And when he communicated with her, it was from heaven.
Oh.
And he kept telling her, this is real heaven here, and she did not understand. Because she thought that I'm very kind and good to animals, so the word means that in my house it's like heaven, which it was, but at that time when he talked to her, he was already in heaven. That's why he kept saying it is real heaven here.
Whoa, that's what he meant.
He said it is real heaven here. But, sometimes in communication between species and between heaven and physical beings, or between vision, you have to really have some more wisdom to discern it in order to know the real message, yeah? It's like, for example, I told you before, my bird say that she likes rose butter, remember?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. She wants popcorn with rose butter.
So poetic, Master.
Yeah. But how can you have butter out of rose? You see what I mean? Yeah?
Yes,
So
Master.
then you have to interpret it to know what it is. Like you want honey with the popcorn, for example. You see what I mean? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
And at one time, I really want to know who is going to be the next president of one country. And then the answer that came is the man with dark eyes.
With dark eyes?
Yeah, dark eyes. And I look at all the candidates. I don't see them have dark eyes. I see their green eyes, blue eyes. Don't see any dark eyes. Because in Vietnam, dark eyes, we have black eyes, brown or black color, yeah?
Yes, Master.
So I don't see any black color eyes. And then later I realized, dark eyes means from the soul,
Oh.
mean not a loving soul, having no light in the soul that shines through the eyes.
Oh, gosh, Master.
That means dark eyes. So I look again, there it is, no light coming out.
Wow.
Really dark. That's what it means by dark eyes. Yeah, for example, so between communication of heavens and physical beings, or between species, we really have to be a little bit more discerning. Like one time I was in America and I was testing to see if any of the communicators are really talented or they just hocus pocus, So I contacted some of them, and some are okay, some are not really very wise about, they're just guessing stuff. And then one of the communicators, even, she got it well, but she doesn't understand what the bird said to her. For example, the Laguna, the blue bird, the blue macaw told her that this lady is very special. The black hair lady is very special. At that time, because I was talking to her, but I was looking at my old picture, and at that time I have my hair dark still, yeah?
Yes, Master.
But when I was talking, I'm blonde, you see?
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
And I was looking at the picture of me, and then I was talking to the psychic, and then the psychic said, this lady, the black hair lady, is very, very special. She is very, very special to heaven and earth. That's what she told her. And she didn't understand much. She said, yeah, okay. And then she asked the bird what's special about her. And the Laguna, the bluebird told her that I can make people hear the ocean. Yeah, make the bird also can hear the ocean sounds of the ocean. Teacher Guanyin method, the sound. You remember?
That's cool,
yeah.
Master.
And they hear the ocean sound. And even the bird right now can hear the ocean sound. But the psychic did not have any clue. She said, the bird said to me that she likes very much when you take her to the sea and she can hear the ocean sound, but I never took her to the sea anywhere.
Oh.
She interpreted like that, because that's the only thing that makes sense to her, that I took her to the sea and that she hear the ocean sound, but I never took her to the sea to hear any ocean sound. Nothing. And we were in the house with no sound at all that come through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So between the communication, it's very difficult to translate if you don't know very well. And if something is new like that to that lady psychic, it's not her fault that she does not understand, you see? So it's not just about vision and hearing messages. You just have to know what it is really behind all the communication, the words, and the words of heaven and here.
Those are cool stories, Master. Master, in heaven, is there an equivalent process of evolution for souls, like on Earth?
Yes. But on Earth it's more favorable, more quick.
How come, Master?
Because here we have more testing, we have more temptation, and we have more chance to do benevolent things, compassionate things, merciful things. In heaven, everybody happy, nobody really needs you. You can't do any good things there. Nobody is poor that you need to give food. Nobody is cold that you need to give blanket or clothes. Understand?
Yes, Master.
That helps, yeah? That helps not because of the material things you do, but because of your heart. If your heart are compassionate, your soul feel good, and heaven take note. And that helps your spiritual evolution. But if you help in charity or help anybody in order to ask for fortune or richness or fame in return, then you will have that. But that's all you have, not spiritual evolution. If you help with a good heart, with a compassionate spirit, then that all come into account to your spiritual account.
Oh, I see,
And
Master.
you progress, okay, spiritually.
Yes, Master.
But that's a little. You have to also meet the true master, get initiation, get direct contact with God power. Then it's really fast. And we can do it here better.
Wow.
Okay?
We're so lucky, Master, to have you. Master, when animals go to heaven, do they keep their animal form or can they have a different form? And if they have a choice, then why would some souls choose to have an animal form in heaven if a human form is considered more privileged?
No, in heaven, the human form is not so much useful like here. Human form is also an hetero form. It's no form, not very solid form. And the animals, some of them are created just to decorate.
Oh.
And some can choose to retain that form, or they can change their form anytime they want. It depends on what heaven they are in, okay?
Oh, okay.
And they can choose it. They can choose to be, today human, look like human, tomorrow look like animals.
Wow. That's cool.
They amuse themselves all different kind of things.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, love.
Master, I was wondering if there were male and female in the 5 spiritual realms, and what would be the reason? Because aren't souls supposed to be genderless?
In the low heaven, yes. In the higher heaven, no. No difference between male and female. But they might choose to appear like that if they want to. But there's no lower desire of between male and female. Okay.
So from the 3rd level up, there is no more gender.
No. In astral level, still have genders, yeah. But they don't have what we call sex on this planet, huh? They have just love, yeah.
Understand.
Maybe desire to be near each other, to do things together, but not so very physical like on this planet.
And Master, do people in heaven have different ethnicities for diversity? And if so, are their ethnicities similar to those on Earth?
If they choose to manifest themselves in different skin color, they do it for fun. But nobody discriminates. And a higher heaven, there's no form, no color of skin. It's just light surrounding body, hetero body,
So beings over there, they just choose whatever ethnicity, appearance, and gender they want to look like.
Yes, if they want to. Yes, they do anything they want. Just as a matter of seconds, at their thought, so there will be. Yeah.
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Master, is it true that heavenly beings have different jobs in heaven? And do most jobs revolve around uplifting the beings in lower levels?
Yeah, they have jobs, they have creativity, they do what they like. And if they choose to help other lower beings, then they can do that. Or they don't choose to, then also they don't have to do it. It depends on what heaven as well, yeah?
So is it the higher levels where beings are more concerned or less concerned about helping those in the lower levels? Or is it...
Yeah, from the 5th level to the maybe 3rd, 2nd, or astral, then some beings are concerned to help humans, or because they still have affinity with humans. But above 5th level, they are not really concerned too much.
I see. They're more concerned with, I guess, the regulation of the universe, or that sort of job?
It's just different, completely different than here. Completely different than what our concept is about what good, what bad is, and what we should do, what we should not do. You know what I mean? They have other things. They just enjoy themselves, and they don't hear us. Yeah, they don't hear you suffering here. That's why Master has to come down. That's why Master has to be in all different levels and connected with all beings in order to know what their suffering are. Yeah, okay? if the master just stay on one level or just above the 6th level, above 7, 8, 10, 9, then the master also don't hear anything, don't see anything, no connection with the suffering down here. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Do you know anybody that physically you really know and see them suffering in hell? Do you?
No, no, Master.
No, okay, you see? Same like that. Because you're not connected down there in hell. Understand?
Yes, Master.
Same with the people above 6th level. They have nothing to do with us anymore.
Master, what about the heavenly Dharma guards? If heaven is peaceful, why are they needed?
It depends on what heaven. Or maybe it's just a job to keep other lower level beings from going up there.
Master, is the purpose of heavenly food and water, like heavenly nectar, just for fun, or is it something heavenly beings can consume to gain merit?
No, only low-level heavens need any even astral food. Higher heaven, they need nothing. They're self-contained, they're self-sufficient. They don't need anything. They don't even think of food. There's no such thing as food in their mind or in their being or in their soul, nothing. No need. Mm-hmm.
And the astral beings who eat food, that's just, is it to sustain themselves, or is it?
Yeah, some do, some don't. Yeah, just like in this world, some people are breatharian, some people consuming food, some people take fruit only, some people just drink only. Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Depends on their destiny and also their choice, also their karmic background. On the 3rd level, the 4th level, the 5th level, no food, okay? No food, no drink necessary.
Understood, Master. Thank you very much, Master.
You're welcome.
Master, does sadness exist in heaven? Because Master had previously mentioned that we would feel extremely regretful in heaven if we see our fellow practitioners pass us by and go to higher realms because we ourselves didn't practice well during our time in the physical world. So is it possible to feel sad at times like that while in heaven?
Of course, if you're on a low heaven, like astral is full of emotion there, okay? Almost like human here. So you have to go higher in order to pass the level of emotion, okay?
Yes, Master.
The astral is emotion, the second is intellectual, still thinking, wanting and all that. The 3rd level is more restful. But higher level, you don't think anything anymore, okay? You're happy, self-satisfied.
Master, sometimes fellow initiates travel to different heavenly realms in their meditation, but they don't know which level they're visiting. So when we die and go to heaven, how will we know exactly which level we're at if we don't recognize the surroundings?
There are different landscapes and the sound that represent each region. Even, for example, astral, they have different heavens or different realms, like 120 of them in the astral level. But you still have similar sound and similar scenery. And even if you don't know when you die, the Master will take you and show you where. You know it.
Thank you, Master.
Welcome.
Master, my next question is, within the 5 realms and even up to the 9th realm, does an individual soul exist forever once it's created? Or are there ways for a soul to cease to exist as an individual?
On the 5th level?
Within the 5 realms and even up to the 9th.
Yes. Exists also as an individual, but as a whole at the same time. Yeah, oneness and individual.
But they exist forever, Master, once they're created?
Yeah, once they are on the 5th level, they exist forever. In the lower realms, maybe not. Or maybe exist but suffering and, sometimes feeling like annihilated or trapped. Huh? Only 5th level, at least 4 level. 5th level, then you're completely free.
Master, how do they get destroyed?
Not destroyed, just inhibited. Or maybe destroyed with 2 cores, yeah? 2 cores. Burned, huh? Burned by cosmic fire. Stuck into a black hole. And forever stay there. Or kept in hell, forever. In the Buddhist, there is a name called Địa Ngục Vô Gián. That means eternal hell. Only people with extreme sinful life and wicked heart will go there. Mostly in hell, there's limits of time, and there will be redemption.
I see. Master, are new individual souls ever formed or ever created?
Yes, some.
So do newly created souls always have to start off in like a primitive form and slowly develop into a more complete form?
No.
No?
No, it depends on where they're created and who created them. If a lower level God created them, yes, maybe, but if a higher level created them, then no. A new soul created only when really necessary. Well, we have enough souls already all over the universe.
Wow. That's amazing, Master.
Ah,
Thank you, Master.
you're welcome.
Master, are there a lot of physical universes?
Yes, a lot. Wow. But I would sum it up like an entire universe. One, but section-wise. That's all. Okay, only one.
Yes, Master. Understand. And does this big one universe also go through cycles of birth and destruction? Or will they always exist?
Oh, they go to birth and destruction. It depends on what level they are. Okay.
Yes, Master. And has our universe ever been destroyed before?
This one?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Oh. Wow. May we know how and why our universe was destroyed?
When it's not good enough to exist anymore, then make new one. It's like a house when it's too much ruin and damage, then they pull it down and use the soil, the land, and to build a new one. And whatever the bricks there, they recycle and make cement out of it, and to build a new house. Or just use new material, build new house. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Right.
How about the spiritual universe? Does it also go through a cycle?
No. It is a higher spiritual universe. No. They exist forever.
Wow. Since God created the universe, and is there a point in time when all physical and spiritual worlds return to God and nothing exists anymore?
No. It's not like that. There are some coarse and some are fine. Fine one will stay there forever already with God and never leave God. And the coarse one has to, it depends on how coarse, has to be recycled, re-screening and all that. And the lower coarse universe are not created by God. It's a leftover and created like second hand, third hand, fifth hand from a lower level of energy. Understand? I already explained that in Hungarian retreat.
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Master, for people who have near-death experiences, how far a level can they reach?
It depends on, mostly they just go to the astral level. That's why they can come back. If they're far gone to the second or third level even, they cannot come back anymore. Because the astral world has a threshold between astral and this world. It's our neighbors, you see. Only people go to hell or astral heaven can come back to this world afterwards. Otherwise, they cannot. Okay?
Oh, yes, Master.
Yeah. So only astral heaven then. But astral heaven is very beautiful. You go there and you think it's the ultimate. You never want to come back here. You never imagine that anything could be more important, more glorious, more beautiful than the astral heaven that you happen to see.
Yes, Master. Master, how important is it for people's minds to believe in God? Or is it more important that there's a spiritual master doing the work quietly, elevating their souls, even if their mind is unaware of God and even doesn't believe in God?
Their mind does not believe what their soul knows God. That's important. That's why. And the master don't care about the mind. Master only uplift the soul. Go bypassing the mind. That's why the mind cannot do anything. It doesn't know. Otherwise, if you have to go through the mind and force people to believe in God, then never done. The soul is always good, and and recognizing God. Yeah? It's just that if Master is not there and not separating more the soul from the mind, then the soul will be entangled with the mind, and then whatever the mind makes, the soul will suffer. Okay? If the mind makes the body do something bad, then the soul will suffer, because the soul will not realize that he's a separate entity. He's so used to with the body and the mind that he thinks that's what it is. So wherever the mind goes, whatever the mind does, whatever the body does, the soul feels attached to it. The soul feels involved with it. That's why it cannot be liberated. So the Master uplifting the soul consciousness makes the soul realize that you are not the body. You can be better. You are free, for example. Okay? Then slowly or fast, the soul learns that is the truth. The soul gets liberation, or at least uplifted to a higher level. Okay? Avoid hell.
Yes, Master. And Master, finally, may we know what you have been doing since you last spoke with us this past Christmas?
What am I doing? Cleaning the house, feeding the dogs, meditating a lot, rediscover new dimensions. And of course, I don't know what else I did. I forgot, doing some charity work quietly. Wherever I need somebody, need help, or if I happen to see, and I know going to hospital, having operation, having all the teeth, trouble from nowhere, and oh my God, all kind of things. Trying to think of what else is better for the world and to the universe. Always trying to do research.
Oh, yes, Master.
And what else I do? I write some letters to some important people to encourage them to lead people to vision and peaceful life. Yeah, vision and peace. And giving some instruction to reward some organization that I happen to know, that helps the wild animals, giving some charity, some donation to help the animal, like elephants, for example, like that, yeah? Don't remember much more, a lot of things, and I sometimes forget them. But more or less. But most important is I am on retreat all the time, huh? Mostly I don't go out, huh? Mostly I don't go out. And I only watch TV now and then. Just to know where I can help, okay? Just to know if anything really dangerous for the world, to try to help. Or see if people have floods, like Argentina recently. So I just send money and tell people to send money, send help, manpower and financial power. Or Iran have a recent earthquake, for example, like that.
Oh, Master, you do so much.
Not really, no. No, it's okay. But these are just physical things. It's just a normal, neighborly help.
Yes, Master. Master, I'd like to share a quick, nice story about one of the Loving the Silent Tears cast members.
Yeah.
Mark Yanicello, he wrote you the letter before, and he had a dream, and he saw you, Master, in his dream. And he said that the dream was very beautiful and peaceful, and he had a beautiful conversation with you, Master. And he told us that he wishes that Master is doing well.
Good. But that's the soul level, huh? I'm always well there.
We wish you are well in the physical realm, too.
Yeah, possible. Possible in the future, possible. I look into it as you have requested.
Wow, that's so... We'll pray for it, Master. We'll wait until that day, and we'll celebrate.
I guess there's a way now that I am very blessed with so much spiritual universal power. I guess there may be the way, huh? I just didn't think about it. So I used it with suffering. I didn't think about it.
Yes, Master, there will be a way.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, Master, this was our last question. There was a lot of questions today, and we are really grateful for your answers and your patience and your love. And we would like to invite you, Master, to share any message that you may have for our world at this time.
I think about it. I'm also very grateful that although my battery for this mobile phone, very thin. He lasted 3 hours already. More than 3 hours. My God. It's good phone. Just a very normal, simple phone. It's not iPhone or anything. It's just a simple, old-fashioned phone. Yeah, because I don't know how to use a bigger phone, those iPhone and all that. It's just too complicated. And not necessary. All I need is just to talk and to receive talk and to text. But this phone cannot receive text even. Can text, but cannot receive sometimes if it's too long distance. What was it that you wanted me to do? I forgot.
Oh, Master, if you have any message for the world at this time.
Oh, for the world. Okay, I think I have so many messages already. The thing is, they just have to practice it, not just what I told, but what they put into their heart and practice for their own good and for the good of the world. Now, if I have to say again, I just repeat the same. Like, should concentrate on doing good things. Pray and meditate whatever way you can to the highest possible spiritual power. Eliminate evil's tendency in all corners of your life. Remember God at all times. Be grateful to whatever you have and all the blessing all over around you and in your life. Pray for the world's wellness. Be vegan. Make peace. And be grateful for your beautiful life and enjoy your short but beautiful existence. That's what I would say again. Okay, love?
Thank you, Master.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, most treasured and beautiful Master, we are really grateful for you sharing your precious time with us during this conference. Your words of wisdom warm our hearts and give us much hope as always. And it was very sad to hear you talking about your down moment and that you would maybe sometimes need a shoulder to lie. And we just want to let you know that you have a lot of shoulders here that we can lend you.
Many shoulders.
To lie on.
Thank you. Thank you, my love.
Our planet and universe are truly blessed, Master, to be showered with your love and compassion. And we pray that you are always protected, healthy, and at peace, Master. May your vision for a loving vegan world soon be realized. And with our deepest heartfelt gratitude, we all wish to say we love you, Master, so much.
Thank you. Thank you. And I love you many fold more. And may you be blessed a lot abundantly and blessed forever. May you be always more enlightened, more safe, more happy, more healthy, more content, and above all, nearer and nearer to God.
Thank you so much, Master. We love you, Master.
I love you too, and thank you for all the shoulders over there. So in the future, if whenever I need, I probably will call you and tell you that please send 1 or 2 shoulders over here, or maybe take turn, eh?
They will always be here for you, Master.
Thank you very much. Is that Olivia?
Yes, Master.
Okay, I just recognize your voice, though I don't see you very well. Not at all. Okay. I was also happy to be able to talk to you. And nowadays, the techniques is wonderful. Even we don't see each other, we can hear each other and feel the love, between us.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Very much.
Okay. Wow. Time to go. I also don't feel like going, but I should go back to my meditation.
Yes, have a good meditation, Master.
Thank you. Same to you.
Please take care of yourself, Master.
I had forgotten to ask if you're okay there, if you lack anything. Do I need to give you anything?
Nothing,
Oh,
Master.
no, Master.
We are very fine here, very happy.
Yes, okay. Or if I need anything, then whenever I call, can tell me, huh?
Sure, Master.
You need any money, anything for food or clothing or anything?
We have a lot of food and a lot of clothes and lots of happiness and everything, Master.
We
Thank
have
you very much.
everything already, Master, because we have you.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah. I would really like to have you around sometime. Really, I do. Or I would really like to go there and stay with you. But at the moment, I have to stay a different place, and maybe, who knows. Okay? I have to do a different thing, and you do different things. We do it together as a team. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Different, but teamwork.
Yes.
Different
Yes,
job.
Master.
Teamwork. Okay. I love you very much. I appreciate your presence and your intelligent questions. And maybe in the future we might talk again, huh? God bless.
Yes, Master.
Ciao.
Love.
Thank you, Master. Please take
We love
care,
you, Master.
Master.
Yeah, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Master.